Okay, folks, let's get back into Shadow Empire. I'm going to have a look at what happened in the last turn. We're on round number 86. Pretty advanced in the game. I'm usually won by about... I'm usually won by around 100 to 150. That is not going to be the case in this game. I think if I do manage to survive, which is likely, I think, I'm doing pretty well, then this is going to be a 200 episode game. Oh, sorry, 200 turn game. Let's see what happened in the vidcom. We've discovered quad machine gun. We've immediately developed Ironside 3. I think we might be overfunding our model design council. We've discovered conventional small arms optimization. That's going to be a linear tech for the Applied Sciences Council. And we found a 300 GR grade infantry, which are going to be good at this point of the game. Admin level risen to level 8. And we got a bunch of cards, including an efficiency drive, and Send a Spy, and a Hero of the Nation. Now, who made that Hero of the Nation card, I wonder? How do we find this? Stratagem generation overview, there we are. So... wait a minute. These are major diplomacy stratagems. Ask for help. Okay, it doesn't tell you... oh, that's just by your organizations. Does it tell you who made the faction-based ones? Pretty sure it does. Where would that be? Isn't the factions overview? No, it's not. I'm trying to remember where you see this now. I might be missing it in here and just not looking properly. Import-export tariff. Where are we? No, that's just the stuff from your organizations. Oh well, never mind. I don't care that much. I'm just intrigued to know which. I think that's probably a faction that's created that. No, there is a report that tells you. Damn it, what is it? Is it in urgent issues? No, there is definitely a report that tells you which one. I think it's in here. It is, yeah. Okay, so your organization's factions generated the following stratagems this turn. Hero of the Nation. Yeah, it's these guys. I knew it was in the... so it's in the letterbox. Just goes to show you guys, I've got 1,000 hours at least. Maybe 2,000 hours in this game. And I still forget where stuff is. Annika Matthews, look at you with your loyalty of 100. Or relationship with 100. Okay, so it was those guys. The Lawful Humanist School. Alright, let's have a look at that stratagem. Is it one of those? Is it a leader card? Okay, increases selected leader's charisma stats with 10%. Oh, plus 10. Also tends to increase leader's ambition over time. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem, but improves relation with up to 15%. This is a card you probably want to play on your Foreign Affairs Council. So Prudence, Tone of Void. It's going to increase charisma by 10. That's going to be pretty powerful. Copy that. Okay. So, let's just have a look what she's looking like now. Hero of the Nation. Yeah, charisma plus 10. Now, it doesn't immediately show on this. I don't know if it shows here. I think it factors into all the rolls she's going to make. But yeah, she's going to be using loads of skills. She's been using diplomacy because she's been making stratagems, I expect. But that's going to help her. Okay, Applied Science Council research objective. Let's go for conventional small arms optimization. You want to go a little way into this one. I reckon we should probably try to figure out how much... I think we can probably go for another council now. I'm guessing just by how quick that we managed to make the 140 or 160 bureaucratic points we needed for the last model design. I think that was last turn I set that. Yeah, side skirts is already at 47%. I think we go for the Air Force Council now, immediately, if we can afford it. It might be a little bit steep on political points. Okay, it's 29, so yeah, we can do this. So I'm going to add an Air Force Council. I thought finally we'll go for the Secret Service Council. Secret Service Council is also really good. That would have been, you know, another possibility. But before we go for any more aircraft, I probably want to get the turboprop engine. It is better. The only problem is the turboprop engine, if I remember right, it needs machines, more machines, and it might be rare metals. I forget now. Okay, model design. What did we get last? We just got something in, didn't we? Oh yeah, that's right. It was the APC. Wow, look at this. Weapon design and armor design jumped up massively. And look, we've not even got any field testing. Oh no, we got 19% field testing. How's that possible? I haven't even used one of these yet. That must be something to do with a skill, maybe, from the Model Design Council. Unless there's something I'm misunderstanding. But I'm pretty sure I've not used one of those yet. That's curious. Okay, let's get a medium tank. It was medium tank design number 1, 88mm high velocity gun, 100mm steel plating, and double diesel engine. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Let me just double check that is going to be... Where are we? Medium tank. Yeah, it's going to be 30 action point cost. And it's going to use a lot of oil. And it's going to use a lot of ammo. But we're not going to use it for many jobs. Actually, we can increase... We can put 105mm high velocity gun on and we've got no penalty to the weight, actually. And a little bit more ammo. I mean, that might be worth it. Wow, look at this. Go to from 60mm to 88mm is pretty big. It's going to take more metal. Yeah, let's just go for this one. So that's changed the medium tank design 1, I think. Yeah, we'll call it the 105mm. 105mm, 100mm. I'll know what that means. Okay, right, so let's do that. We won't be able to get many of these, but we'll only need one. Those will kill light tanks pretty effectively. Minor worker strike in Neris. Wow, look how much money we've just lost. We must have gone even further into debt. Let's just give them some money and kind of raise democracy a little bit. In the profile race, what are we going for? Conflict resolution, quality of life bonus 50% would be amazing if we could keep that. That would be really good. Military genius in the 5th Machine Gun Infantry Battalion. We've got the option to boost meritocracy here by 9. That's going to put those two together on the same pegging at 54. I don't want to do that. I think I'd probably rather go, mind you, I don't want to raise enforcement by 8 either. That's going to take us up to 56, is it? Yeah, 56. Let's raise meritocracy then. I want to keep government high. Yeah, we still, it looks like democracy is still reading as being slightly higher. Okay, we got a bunch of stratagems. We don't have that much in the way of political points, but we can look at those later. One of my long-term viewers, Leo Panther, was saying, by the way, Leo Panther, when I was sort of talking about, you know, this is not helpful for me, I was wrong. I read what you said. Like, so basically the comment was, you know, I see what you're saying, but I think it would be good for you to take more territory because you're going to find more free folk towns and you're going to be able to use those to push, you know, to increase your manpower eventually, which is a very good point. And I hadn't really thought about it like that, to be honest. So now I am thinking about it like that. Look at these guys. Okay, now we can get in an encirclement attack. There we go, look. Now we've got enough troops. Come on. Ah, no. Okay, we didn't quite make it. But we can do it next time. Let's just attack him with these guys. Not much in the way of recon, but we're going to push them back. Lots of kills as well. Well done. And I'm going to follow up attack. Those guys are going to be... They're going to be routing, I reckon. Okay, they're panicked. Alright, that's good. We've made some progress here. We are getting into high radiation territory, though. And you're going to see that's going to affect us. Where are we? Probably start affecting morale. So, yeah, let's just be a bit careful on that one. We've got some nomads to kill. Let's just wipe them out. And attack with everything we've got. Oh, they managed to kill some stuff as a yeah, they did surrender in the end. Surrender in the end. Ah, hold on. Who is it that's using the APCs? Ah, there we go. We've got some Ironside too. Oh, I did create an independent mechanized infantry, of course. There we go. Now, the issue with these guys was that we didn't have enough APCs. Like, let's see if we can replace them. What do we need? We need 60 armored transports. Can we get them out to them, though? That's a question. I've forgotten I'd made those. And look, these are... We might as well make the Ironside 3. It's almost the same cost. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I remember now. I did actually make some of those. These guys need upgrading as well, look. Let's upgrade these to the Line Troops 5.
Aye, aye, sir.
There we go. Alright. So that's the first independent mechanized infantry. We want more of those, by the way. I want more of those. I want more. Many as I can get. Because they help us get round troops pretty quick. Oh yeah, was there any battles in the last... I forgot to show you, by the way. I didn't even look myself. There's an airstrike there, look. Okay, no damage. Artillery, no damage. Looks like they're attacking us with weak artillery. There's an airstrike here, we lost 100 troops. Attack was victorious here. They attacked with a bunch of tanks and some infantry, and they pushed out ARPGs and some zero guns back. Okay. We lost nothing to an airstrike here. We lost 100 troops to some tanks here. Another airstrike. Yeah, they're attacking us with weak airstrikes. Now, defenders held firm. We lost some ARPGs and some line troops. They did attack with some tanks there, but they were obviously pushed back. I don't have enough troops in the north here to win this. Now, when I get these tanks up here are going to help, but we need something. We need tank killing stuff now, because they've got tanks with side skirts. Look, again, Leo Panther pointed out. Look, you can actually see this. The model changes again. To all those people who say that the graphics in Shadow Empire are bad, you're wrong, because the graphics in Shadow Empire are really, really good. Look at the beautiful... I think the map graphics on this are great. And you can tell exactly what all these tile types are. Like, everyone's like, oh, why don't you use Daz Tactics mod? And I'm like, I love Daz. He's a mate of mine, but I don't need his mod. I don't think it's necessary. I think that I can read what all the tiles do already. But I'm not slagging off anybody who likes to use Daz's mod. If you need it, if it makes the game better for you, then by all means knock yourself out. Okay. Again, here I feel like, let's get those guys down there. All right, what are those short on? They're short on ammo and a little bit of fuel. I'm just going to keep them there. Let's move these very, very heavy guns down. They're really big caliber guns now, get a massive penalty to movement. All right, this turn, let's have a little bit of a look, at what we want to build. So Solar Panels 3 went up. Truck Station 3 is going to go up next turn. So we're going to start seeing some more... What is the word I'm looking for? Some more logistics. Now you'll see this turn, we didn't actually finish that. We still got a bottleneck, is what I'm trying to say. And I did some calculations here, and I'm sure that we shouldn't have been using that. I was assuming that we were getting like 3,000 last turn, but we got 1,800 initial points, and we used 1,800, right? But we've got a whole bunch more going this way. So as you can see, look, current points between here and here. So we sent too many out that way. Now what we can do, this is where Shadow Empire kind of confuses me a little bit, because let me show. I'm going to show you an example of where the pull system's just broken. Like, how does this happen? Just look at what I'm looking at here, and you tell me if you why that happens. If you cut pull off everything but pull, sorry, to go up that way. Why have I now got a bottleneck here, but I've got excess points here? That just makes no sense to me. So this is kind of what, you know, when I do this thing periodically where I complain about the pull system and the logistics, and I say it does stuff that doesn't make sense. That's a prime example of what I'm talking about. I want to know the order of operations within which it is calculated, because if I could figure that out, then I could figure out why it does this. It's obviously an order of it's obviously like it. You know, it decides X amount of points here, X amount of points here. The rest is going to go on, you know, not pull. And then, but then, like, why? It didn't need 131 going up this way. And I cut off all points except pull. So why is it doing that? Anyway, it's one of the mysteries of Shadow Empire that I think will never be solved. Right, let's continue. Ah, look at that. All right, we have got a free folk town here. Trade point. Private credits plus 25. Okay, that's kind of nice. By the way, while I'm thinking of credits, yeah, we are still losing 700 a turn. Now, we could eventually sell some fuel. Ooh. Yeah, look, see, we only went up 34 that turn because we're moving these tanks. Moving these tanks into position is going to be really, really heavy on oil. I think what we're going to do on this turn, is see what we can do with regards to attacks. Let's just see what we've got in this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we're pushing our luck with this. Let us move back into the desert. Yeah, we are in the desert here, I think. Yeah, we're in the we want to keep ourselves on these desert tiles up here. And then we should basically bring up some kind of tank destroyer up this way. But we can push in this direction. Come on. There we go. Alright, our veteran troops are doing a good job here. Now, we've got a bit of a caliber penalty. A pretty big one. But we still managed to push them back. Now, because we're also... One of the reasons why our logistics are so overtaxed, by the way, is because... Now, look, by the way, if I cut this off this way to all but pull points, that's going to say... Like, that's now saying we've got 3,200... Sorry, 3,200. That's more. So what we want to do is we want to stop. We basically want to send all the trucks. Everything from this truck station wants to go to the right, apart from pull. In fact, I'm tempted. Yeah, I'm just thinking you could just basically cut off everything, and then pull would take that, I think. Now then you're definitely gonna get less of a bottleneck there. Although now we're probably gonna get the bottleneck on this route. That's probably not the smartest thing. Okay, that would balance it out a little bit more. I think I'm just gonna go back to my original plan. So we're just gonna cut off everything but pull. That looks like it's gonna give us a more even spread along this road. And yeah, we should. I'm hoping we have enough. How much did we use on this bottleneck here? This one here. We used 1,200. We got 0 left, and the preview points is saying 1,500. Okay, so we should. It just depends because we're having to send a lot of fuel to our tanks now. That's going to be part of the part of the logistical issue. Okay, we got ambushed. No, it's a nomad battalion. Let's try to threaten an encirclement here. And see what he does. Let's see what he can do here. Okay, we're going to replace some of our troops. We've probably got machine gunners we need to replace too. I really need to get more troops out of Neris. The problem is that incorporating this kind of like really basic zone is going to cause me big problems. Now we do have a hospital here. What have we got any stratagem cards I can play on it? Let's have a look. The militia project's pretty good. Hang on, let's make sure that we're targeting Neris. There we are. Okay. Scientific outpost, that's one. We could increase science. Zone can have a maximum of 1 instance of this hex perk. Okay, let's put this out. Yes, sir. Okay, let's just see what that one does. Now, that's 2 fate points, by the way, so it's quite expensive. Where are we? Science. Oh, there is it. That one, scout station. I think so. Okay, that's QOL. Was that right? No, I'm looking in the wrong one. Let's just look in the rest of the zone. There we go. Scientific outpost. Okay, that's 200 research bonus research points per turn. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, that's interesting. But they're QOL. It's QOL points that I want. The ecological station probably gives you quality of life. I'll play the private investment card. That will help them, you know, get more private funds so they can build more stuff. Okay, I think we're good to go for this turn. Man, the turn's taking a long time, and it doesn't help that I talk a lot as well. Yeah, we definitely need more people. We definitely need more recruits. I think what we might do, let's just quickly call... Yes, sir. Let's call Krista Oaks. I'm gonna put this up to 2,000. This is risky, by the way. But just for a few turns while we've got... I think just for a few turns, let's see if we can get some more troops in and try and get ourselves another brigade up. Because a second brigade up in the north, you know, that war in the northwest with a Goldstone Federation, whatever they're called. I think that might be a wise decision because we are losing troops up there, and we probably need to have another brigade so that we can start cycling people out. Okay, we killed 300 infantry and we lost 900 infantry, 60 guns. That's not good. Let's see what we can do. Entering a decade of corruption still. Okay, we've discovered flat gun. That is going to be useful for defending our cities. We've discovered water purification. I don't think that's going to be useful. What do we got here? Yep, just a bunch of cards. Right. Let's see what happened in the history. I'm just going to jump to the battles, I think. No, we'll watch it. Okay, so we got attacked by artillery there. Didn't do any damage. Probably just militia artillery they're using. They attacked us here, but our defenders stood firm. Again, defenders stood firm in this attack here on the right. This little kind of pocket. Or the right of the front there. Now, we got hit by a really heavy airstrike there. That was pretty nasty. Also, our enemy are trying to flank us, and they did an airstrike on these trimmer guns. And another one, and we just lost a whole bunch of guns. So, I think we're going to have to retreat from this front here. I can't hold that land that we've taken. We're going to have to move back. Okay. At least until we've got something that can take on those tanks. Let's make sure that we are doing an orderly retreat, of course. Remembering that those tanks are not going to be much good attacking into desert. Now, those tanks are going to be able to kill our tanks, okay? Because we've not brought the right kind of tanks here. So, yeah. Wrong place for these tanks. I am going to bring these up as blockers, though. And I think I'm going to bring these buggies back. Yeah, I'm going to bring these buggies back, and I think I'm going to bring these buggies back down to either help with this expansion up here. Well, I reckon these guys have probably got it. Let's move them back anyway. Yeah, we're using a lot of oil. We are using a lot of oil because we're having to run these tanks. Let's get these bring these tanks down onto the front line here. Okay. Okay, look, we are threatening a kind of encirclement on the zone itself here. Now, this is going to be a terrible, obviously going to be terrible odds because we don't have. We're on a defensive posture. Let's just keep those guys there. Now we got to be careful. We need to guard these guns now because they're starting to airstrike stuff. AI is really, really good, by the way. Yeah, look, this is not. These guys are not going to do any good against these tanks. Are going to kill these tanks probably. Sorry, they're going to kill my tanks. I think I might bring these back here. I just need to protect my line. That's the only thing. Yeah, we got high readiness, and they got low readiness by the looks of it. So we might be okay. Let's start bringing some of these other troops back down. Just a bit of a slow tactical retreat. We'll bring the. I'll bring these guys back. And I might even bring them back into the desert just in case these tanks break through. Okay, let's continue moving these guys up. This is Turner's area. Yeah, they're not going to like us much if we keep pushing into their territory. Oh, we're already at war with them. Those demons. They seem to be quite defensive, those guys. I think I'm going to bring these militia up this way just so that we've got something to help defend with. All right, we need a road up this way. Okay, there we are. See if we can push these guys back. Okay. Oh, we got some farm. Is that farmers? No, we don't know what they are. Zeloro. We don't want to attack them. Let's just try and figure out what they are first. Okay. Now there's a refugee. We have got that refugee camp. That is really good. That's giving us population. And 200 population per turn doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up. You know, that's 200 population you can use for your troops. Now, we got 1,500 recruits that turn. That's a bit more like it. Alright, these guys need to... Let's build a sealed road down here too. Okay, just to update that. Okay, money top. Just remind myself of what this is. Oh yeah, that's that trade point. 25 private credits. Yeah. That's okay. Okay, and then we have got this metal mine too. Another metal mine, but really we want to be upgrading the ones we've got to start off with. Now, the private sector might end up taking them anyway. I wonder how close we are to... That one upgrading? Yeah, that is upgrading, but it's not upgraded yet. We're building too much stuff. That's one of the issues that we've got. However, we probably should start building some more assets here. Are we increasing the amount of workers? Yeah, we are. Let's just wait for a bit. Sometimes building too much stuff all at once can be, you know, that could cause issues. Are we still... I can't remember if I changed this turn or not. We've still got this bottleneck. How much are we using here? 1,600. feel like I set this last turn and we're still getting the bottleneck. Let's see what's happening. So we're getting quite a lot lost in the refocus. That's part of the issue. Now we could mothball this and see how that works. I mean, that's gonna reduce the logistics going down this way. I thought it might make sense just to send everything to the right, to the east, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting confused. But we are going to lose like a lot of points for the refocus. That's one of the downsides of doing this. This is a quick fix. And I can't remember who it was, but somebody in the comments quite rightly said, really, ideally, you send out from the SHQ and you build up your logistical infrastructure tall in your SHQ, and then you push outwards like that in just one direction. Now, I'd say that is, yeah, generally, but there are times when that's not going to work. For example, in this game, when I wasn't able to put up spend 4 turns and a bunch of resources going for a truck station level 4, where I could only afford one of these. But you're seeing one of the this is kind of one of the problems that you get. That refocusing penalty is kind of severe, but we're also getting 200 going out this way. I don't know. Maybe if I do that, what's that going to do? That's looking better. Now, mind you, we're only going to get 1,000 out that way now. So maybe we just cut that one off. Okay, so that's saying 3,000 there and 2,000 there. What are we using? 1,500 and 1,600. I'm kind of confused as to why I'm getting told 3,000 on this, on this road, when actually all I'm getting every turn maximum is 1,600. It's kind of confusing me. So yeah, look, we received 1,679. It might be that there's some discrepancy in what the prediction tells you and what you're actually getting because of the reduced worker count. That might be the problem, because we've got, look, if you look in our truck station here, right, we only paid for 80% of the construction costs. Sorry, not the construction costs. I need to be looking at the actual truck station 2 that's already there. Where are we? Truck station 2. Truck station 1. Okay. Truck station 1's disappeared this turn because truck station 3 is now completed. I think that's what's going on there. So we're not able to see actually what percentage, but I'm guessing it was about 70%. But that's still way short. Like I'm getting almost double. The prediction is telling me I'm getting almost double what I'm actually receiving. Now, whether this is because, I think it's probably because of the workers. But even then, look, if you look at this one, paid for only 80% of the production cost. So we actually produced 2,800 truck points, and it's sending them all west, even though I've got this on block pull points. See what I mean about this system? Just doesn't. The pull system's weird, man. It works until it doesn't. Basically, that's the rule that I've come up with for it. That seems to make the most sense to me. It works until it stops working, and then when it just kind of catastrophically fails. Because really, my understanding was pull was that you don't need to use traffic lights. You just leave it, okay, and it just does what you need to do. If you've got enough logistics points, then it should distribute them, but it doesn't distribute them evenly. And here, as you can see, look, it's not like it doesn't. It feels like, it's not like it's got 5,000 points altogether, which is what it's saying it should have. Or this one's pushing out 2,000 or whatever, right? And it's not like it's going, oh, there's a bottleneck here. Let's send those trucks over this way. It's like, no, I'm going to send 2,000 completely useless points to the left, even though I've blocked it off, except to everything but pull. So it's pulling 2,000 that way. God knows why. I mean, it doesn't need them. Look, we've got 1,000 wasted points this way. Do you see what I mean? It's just weird. It's just a really weird system. We might be able to kind of tinker with this to try and get, just to send less out that way. What did we use here? 1,000. But I kind of want, I need quite a lot. out that way. So I don't really want to do that because that's not great if we end up with a bottleneck here. But yeah, like it's saying like 4,000, nearly 5,000 this turn going that direction. Then it's saying 3,400. This hex here is going to get 3,481. But yeah, it might be that it's not taking into account the lack of workers. But I still don't see how I'm losing 50, like basically 50%. Yeah, that's like 50%. I'm using 50% of what the preview is telling me I'm going to get. And yeah, I don't get it. I'll just get a bottleneck. Wow. Anyway. Autocracy reaches 58 points. I don't know, because I really want conflict resolution. And the political bonus would be good as well. I mean, recruiting special ops is not bad, but we've already got a decent... I think we've got a guy who's good at special ops already. Let's just say no. Director for the Air Force Council. Paul Wood, he might do the job. What was he? Okay, he was the enforcer. I decided he'd be a good zone leader. Cliff Nelson would also be decent. He might be better. He's got 33 on technical rating. He's better at investigation. They're both capability 3. Saying Kenny Carmen's is good because he's an inventor already, but it's just I don't like capability 1. That's a bit of a bummer for me. Let's appoint Cliff Nelson here, see how we can get him working. Let's just leave that on 50-50, and we're going to go for turboprop engine. All right, guys. Well, slightly longer episode than I intended, so I think we're about done here. I'm going to hold this line until these tanks come in. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and win this war here, get Bonshaven. And we're going to play a fighting retreat against these guys. And we'll see how these tanks like fighting into a desert. Because they're not going to do much good against me in a desert. I tell you. I'm pretty good at defending. That's one little moment of conceit that I'll allow myself. I am quite in Shadow Empire when it comes to defense. I'm quite good, I think. Let's can we get some more of those APC troops, because I liked them. Independent mechanized machine gun battalion. I think we probably want mechanized infantry. Okay, so yeah, it's telling me that I can't quite afford those. Why? Oh, it's the cost of the troops, so we need to wait another turn for that. Motorized. We could get motorized ones. Yeah, it's the production cost is the issue. We get those refunded, but we'll wait till next turn. I think everything else is looking okay. Pretty much. All right, guys. I'll catch you next time. Take it easy.